Hi, and welcome to the Mind Warrior Coaching Podcast for today. And it's just me today, Lisa Cressy, mindset coach and hypnotherapist, as it says along the bottom. So I've got no guest this week, which is a little bit strange because normally when it comes to about this time, 15 minutes before, I'm a bit worried whether they're going to dial in or whether I've got to wing it by myself. So it's a bit strange, but equally as exciting because you get to experience hypnotherapy today, which is one of my passions. And you can find out a bit more about how powerful it can be and how it all works. So today we're streaming on the Mental Health Warriors YouTube channel and Facebook channels as usual, but we're also on my Facebook page. So we've got sort of viewers on different platforms, and I'm hoping that all the tech is going to be working. But if it's not on my Facebook page, then I'll upload the recording afterwards, but fingers crossed. So before we go into the show, I'm going to play the opening short film, and then I'll be back straight after. Hi, so welcome back. So welcome again to all the listeners or anyone that is listening back. And to remind anyone that's watching live, you can put any questions in the chat just before the hypnotherapy part. I won't be answering any questions in the hypnotherapy part though. So I'm going to be talking today about how powerful our minds are. So how we have control of changing our minds and our lives. But I'm also really excited to be holding a short hypnotherapy session as well, so that you can experience it if you've ever been wondering whether to try it or whether you're an old hat and you think, I'd just love to have that focused time to myself. So why am I so passionate about hypnotherapy and about everything about how the mind works? So let me tell you a bit about the difference working on my own mind has made in my life. So most of my life, I've really felt that I wasn't good enough. And that's really played a big part throughout, so growing up and throughout my adult life. I've been someone in the past as well who's worried a lot. So overthinking, constantly worrying about the worst outcome, and that can have such an effect on you. And, you know, we can be this way because of lots of things kind of growing up. It could be traumatic events. For me, it wasn't like a big traumatic event, but it's more like trauma with a little t, little things that build up so that you don't feel good about yourself. For example, I was bullied at school all the way through high school. That's had a major impact on me. I had really bad acne, still have adult acne, and that leaves you with absolutely no confidence whatsoever. And that kind of not feeling valued, or was comparing myself to work colleagues, feeling like a failure as a mum, it meant that I felt like I was just getting through each day, but wasn't really enjoying life, was worrying, and it can make you anxious and also can really hold you back from going after different opportunities, because I always felt like I wasn't good enough. So I've worked on myself a lot over the last few years, and I realized that actually the person that was getting in my way was me. And after seeing that there was ways to kind of change your mindset and manage your thoughts and change how you feel, I was like, wow, why doesn't everybody know about this? There's a natural change your life. And so I went back to college, studied positive psychology, which is the science of well-being and happiness, which I just love that. And then trained as a master practitioner in neurolinguistic programming, and then went on to gain a qualification in hypnotherapy. So, I'm not suddenly this Zen master who can just manifest all these amazing things into my life constantly. It's a practice, it's a journey. But from learning to develop my own mind and using my own mindset techniques and using sort of hypnotherapy, I get in my way less now, and I know how to handle a lot of challenges. And I've transformed my life over the last couple of years. So going full time into my business, which I absolutely love, and I wouldn't have had the belief or the confidence to do that 5 years ago. And I now see huge transformations in my clients as well. So I see that people feel better, they're getting over their fears, they're going for new jobs, they're getting rid of social anxiety, whatever it is, beating phobias, or getting rid of that inner critical voice. I see I see a lot of change in people now, and I absolutely love being part of that journey. And it's amazing that we can all do this. It is literally the power of our minds. We can take back control. We can take back our power. So how does this work? Before we go into the hypnotherapy, I'll just tell you a bit about how it works. And also, I find that these kind of insights are really powerful as well in helping you kind of change how you think and how you feel. So we've got a couple of, we've got two parts of our minds. We've got a conscious mind, we've got a subconscious mind. And you've probably heard about the subconscious mind is really important in hypnotherapy. But so this conscious mind, that's the part that's very logical. When you need to learn something, that's the part that we use. It only processes about 7 bits of information. And it's the gatekeeper to the subconscious mind. But it's a subconscious mind that controls about 95% of what we do. So most of what we do is controlled by this subconscious mind. Walking, driving, all the bodily functions, breathing, all of our habits, that's all the subconscious mind. And if we do the same things over and over again, we strengthen all those pathways in our brains. We are creatures of habit. So we keep doing the same thing and you're going to get the same result. Now, a key thing to remember, which was a real aha moment for me, was that our subconscious mind, this part that controls 95% of what we do, doesn't know the difference between what we imagine and reality. So if you keep telling yourself something, you will continue to be in that frame of mind. So I'm afraid of something, or I'm not very good at something, you'll continue to be. If you keep telling yourself that same old story, nothing will change. And if that part of you, that subconscious mind, doesn't know truth from fiction, be so careful what you tell it. Change what you tell it. That constant inner critic, we need to try and change that to an inner coach. It's the same with visualization with sports athletes. It works so well. They keep practicing that positive outcome, looking for the goal, really visualizing that they're going to score. And there's a real sort of danger in daydreaming or catastrophizing, because that self-talk, will keep embedding those same neural pathways and creating that default thinking, that default feeling as well. So we really have to remember that whatever we believe, whatever you focus on, we do tend to bring about. We're not born with these self-limiting beliefs about ourselves. We're not born with these fears. It's a story we keep telling ourselves. And NLP and hypnotherapy can help change that story, as well as lots of other techniques. And it can build those new pathways in the brain, and it can build a new habit. So the last thing to kind of think about with our subconscious is it's always on our side. So it's always trying to protect us, but it's always trying to make whatever we tell it come true. So it's kind of, you've heard about that self-fulfilling prophecy. So for example, when I was establishing my business, I was thinking, I'm no good at social media. It's at the start. If I keep that in my mind, I'm no good on social media, then I wouldn't post, I wouldn't be visible, I wouldn't get any better. And that would have had a big impact on my business. And, it's the same for anything that we think, like, I'm a useless mum or dad, or I'm a useless girlfriend, boyfriend, friend. And then you can feel so bad, you can feel shame around this, that you could say retreat from your friendship groups as you think it's true, and then lose friends. So you just create this world for yourself. So our thoughts influence how we feel, and they influence our actions. And so that's all we've got to really remember. So it all starts with that thought. So if you can create a positive thought at the beginning, that's going to make, a really big difference. And before I go to the questions, I can see a few questions popping up. I'll just say about how hypnotherapy works. And it is like a guided meditation. So some people, and actually I'm going to pick up Cheryl's question here, saying that do you think stage hypnotists have helped or hindered people's approach to trying this therapy? I think it has hindered it, because a lot of people that I speak to, I have to say, listen, hypnotherapy is you're there, you're in control the whole time, you have your eyes closed. And sometimes people come out and just be like, I was just listening, that was nothing. And other times people are like, I could, a lot of insights came through, I could really see all the visualizations. But a lot of people I speak to say, are you going to have me running around clucking like a chicken? and no, I'm not. So ethically, I would never do that. But you're in control the whole time. So someone can't make you do something. It's when you get your mind into a focused and relaxed place, it's more suggestible, it's more open to new ideas. The things that you're suggesting are ways to achieve your goals, or just helping you visualize achieving those goals, because you figure out that way to get there. It's your mind, or any kind of positive statements. So as your mind doesn't know the difference, your subconscious, between imagining and doing, it's very successful hypnotherapy in practicing that ideal self, so it builds a habit, those visualizations. And my sessions with clients, they're recorded as well, so it means that they can keep listening to that same story, creating that new habit, really embedding it. And you can do the same after this session as well. You can keep listening back. And more personalized sessions are even more effective, but you're really going to be getting the principles from today. And how do people feel afterwards? This is just a taster today. Don't worry if you think you're not doing it right and your mind wanders. This is fine. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. Sometimes you can feel a shift straight afterwards. Other times you just notice that maybe you're not worrying as much, or you're starting to feel better over a few days. It's such a natural process. We naturally know how to be well. We naturally know how to live in ease and balance. We just need to reset ourselves. So I've got a few questions. Subconscious mind, what's the difference in the conscious mind and one that doesn't get spoken about, the preconscious, for those that do not know? Okay, so I'll talk about those. And yes, we are our own greatest self-critic. And do you think so? Right, okay, so I've answered that. Hypnotherapy is NLP, isn't it? So I shall talk about those in general as well. The subconscious mind, conscious mind, with the subconscious mind, hypnotherapy and NLP can work really well with those. Hypnotherapy isn't the same as neurolinguistic programming. That tends to be more mindset techniques. So you don't tend to go into a trance, into hypnosis. So NLP can work at the conscious and the subconscious level, but you do that without kind of going into trance, into that focused, into that kind of daydream state. So I tend to work with both very much together. So NLP and hypnotherapy are just a completely powerhouse together. So my sessions with people, I tend to do a couple of the NLP techniques, and then I'll go into hypnotherapy. And why that's so powerful is because it's giving you the power to have these tools and techniques to be able to manage your anxiety levels or your confidence levels or your state of mind. So it's really about empowering people. And our own greatest self-critique and our own greatest teacher, absolutely. We really are. We are, we are our own inner critic. We just have this message all the time. But also we do have an inner coach there as well. And, that critic, we can be our greatest teacher, because hearing those messages, actually, you can just be more curious about them. When we're kind of criticizing ourselves, it's like, okay, let me be more curious about why I'm telling myself that. Where does that come from? And actually, what do I really need? What do I actually need? What's the purpose of that voice? So yes, absolutely, we can learn, and we can be our own greatest teachers as well. So I'd love to go into the hypnotherapy part now so that you can all experience it. So this is going to be an eyes closed part. So we're going to be about 15 minutes, around that kind of time. So I want you to be able to go somewhere where you can be comfortable, where you can have your eyes closed as you'll be visualizing, and that's to sort of block out any distractions as well. So you just need to be able to hear me, have your neck supported, maybe on a chair with a neck support, a sofa or a bed, but please make sure that it's safe to have your eyes closed. So, if you're listening to this in the car, please don't do that, because it does take you into a state of relaxation. So don't be listening when you're driving. And this taster session is really about helping you work on relaxing, which also helps with anxiety, and it works with stress, and then releasing some self-limiting beliefs, and also building up your confidence as well, kind of making you feel better about yourself. You might get a few insights coming through, and you might kind of, really sense that shift in being more calm. And then hopefully what's going to happen as well is over the coming days or maybe after, you can start to feel a bit better about yourself as well. And you just experienced it as well and think, okay, this might be something that works for me as well. So if you can get into a nice comfortable position, and then we'll start. So get into that nice comfortable position, whether that's in a chair, on a bed, on a sofa, and just start by taking in a nice deep breath. So take in a nice slow breath, and then take a nice slow breath out. Taking another deep breath. So as you breathe in, just imagine breathing in fresh air. And as you breathe out, just imagine breathing out cares, breathing out worries. So as you take another nice deep breath in, breathe in calm, peace. Breathe out any tension, any worries. And take another nice deep breath in. So really breathe in relaxation, breathe in calm. And breathe out that tension. Just allow yourself to start to become absorbed in your own awareness, absorbed inside your mind, and start to connect now to your inner wisdom. Just continue to take a nice deep breath in and out, and my voice will guide you. You don't have to think about anything right now. Just relax. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to just let go. Relax and let go of any cares, any worries. At this moment in time, nothing matters. No one wants anything. No one expects anything. Just start to feel an inner calm. Stay with my voice and let yourself get even more comfortable. Let your mind drift. And if any thoughts enter your mind, you can simply choose to notice them and then return to the sound of my voice. You can place your awareness now on your eyelids and relax every muscle, relax every nerve around and behind the eyes to the point they're getting heavier and heavier, more and more relaxed. You can take that same relaxation from around your eyes and just let it spread through the whole of your body, all the way down, deeper, deeper down, from the top of your head all the way down to your toes, going deeper and deeper into relaxation. And now you can imagine the number 3 in your mind. Picture a large number 3 in your mind. And as you take in another nice deep breath, as you breathe out, just think to yourself the number 3, 3, 3. Take in another nice deep breath. Imagine the number 2. See the number 2 in your mind. And breathe out 2, 2, 2. Now imagine the number 1. See that clearly in your mind. And as you breathe out, think 1, 1, 1. Letting your body relax now, releasing any tension from the day, from the week. Just take a few moments now to focus on the top of your head and just notice how it feels. Notice any sensations. See if there's any tension in your forehead. Just start to let that tension fade away. Allow your attention to drift down to your neck and notice how a little more relaxation can drift in with each breath, and how all your muscles can soften as you allow your attention to flow, flowing through each part of your body. As you focus on your shoulders, letting them settle, dropping down. Just give your shoulders permission to let go. Start to let go of tension as you focus now on your arms and let that relaxation flow all the way down to your hands. Noticing how each breath draws in something new. Breathing in light, breathing in anything you need. And as you breathe out, you just let go of anything your mind, your body doesn't need. As you focus on those hands, focus where your hands are resting and just notice which hand feels heaviest and which feels lightest. And being aware of different sensations and feelings as you allow that wave of relaxation to spread down your chest towards your stomach. It's like a healing light cleansing your mind, cleansing your whole body, filling your heart, your lungs. As you help that healing light just spread around your whole body now into your mind. Let that relaxation flow down to your stomach. Relaxing deeper, deeper and more fully. The body becomes more and more relaxed while the mind becomes comfortably focused. And just allow that relaxation to flow down to the legs, wondering which leg will relax faster. As that relaxation drifts all the way down to your feet, you're feeling more and more relaxed, deeper and deeper into relaxation. And now get a sense of entering into your mind and just flowing gently around your body, checking that each muscle is comfortably relaxed, fully relaxed. Have a sense of drifting through the head, down the shoulders. And you can take as long as you need to just drift through the body with a relaxing energy, drifting, noticing any aches and just focusing on releasing that tension. Letting it float away, just drift away. And notice how comfortable you are now with that sense of wanting to drift off into a dream, just drifting as deeply as you need to a level that's right for you, deeper and deeper into relaxation. And now feel yourself sinking as deeply as you can into a calming, gentle relaxation where nothing else matters. And any unnecessary thoughts can just fade away. And start to become aware of a silence within yourself as you listen to my voice and start to make powerful change. And how would it be if you could tomorrow or next week or next year just be free, letting go of any old inhibiting thoughts or beliefs? How would it be if you could just get out of your own way and create the space to bring in new healthy habits? So much space, possibilities to create a life that's limitless, where everything happens exactly as you wish. And for a moment now, I'd like to think about something you'd really love to achieve and see yourself doing it. How does it feel knowing that you've achieved it? Because you can use your own mind power to improve yourself and your entire life. And there may have been things holding you back, weighing you down, slowing your progress, but now is the time when we will get rid of them forever. Everyone has those hidden feelings, hidden away for years maybe, but they don't need to be there. They've got no right to be there. You don't need them. You don't want them. They're thoughts of others, small doubts or unfair thoughts about your capabilities. They make you hesitate and they make you feel unsure. But they're unneeded and you wish to be free of them now. You want them gone, so we can do that for you now. Your subconscious mind can make the changes now to start getting out of your own way. And I'll tell you how. So I want you to use your imagination now, really visualize. It's so easy with those eyes closed, so use your powerful imagination and imagine that every self-limiting belief, every criticism you've had about yourself, all those messages that tell you you're not good enough, just imagine each of those beliefs have been forming a cage around you. So imagine that cage and imagine that each bar is made up of the things that you tell yourself, those negative things those critical things. Or some of the bars on the cage may be traumatic events that have happened to you. It's up to you. Whatever you imagine, it's always right and you're always in control. And now we can work on removing those limitations. You're in control of what limits you, and you can choose to change your thoughts and beliefs. You can choose to believe you are good enough, and you can choose to believe you have everything you need to live a life where you live up to your full potential. So take a look at one of those bars that makes up the cage. Take a good look, examine that belief you have about yourself. Whatever's coming up for you now is what you need to focus on. So take that negative thought, that negative belief, and see it for what it is. It's someone else's story, it's not yours. It's small, it's something you can learn from, but it's something that right now you're going to choose to let go. And you can take another one of those self-limiting beliefs, another part of that cage. Maybe it's been a trauma that's happened in the past, or an event that you feel guilty about. Maybe it's something your inner critic tells you. Just take a look at another one of those bars, examine it, because you have control now to let go. Let these limiting beliefs go. Be free. Remove these constraints. It's all you need for you to want them gone, for you to decide they shall be gone. That's enough. That means you examine them, you select each one. You can do that right now in your mind or later on. And you can hold each one up to the light and strip it of its power. Because those negative beliefs, they're small, they're trivial, and they're part of the past. They have no importance on your life anymore, and so you can banish them forever. You can see them for what they are, that they're nothing. They've troubled you for years, but not anymore. You can let them go. You reject them. You don't fear them. You don't even care, because you are in control. You're in charge from this moment on. You can beat every fear, every criticism bit by bit. You can do all of these things, ridding yourself of anxieties and self-doubt. They've got no part of you now. You can take your power back, and you can use each one of these old beliefs, these old events, to strengthen you, to give you more power. So take each one of those past events or those past beliefs, take each one of those bars of the cage, remove them now and set yourself free. Take each one, lay it in front of you, and use them to build a platform which you can rise up on, a platform of your past experiences, your past criticisms, a platform to build you up. Everything that's happened to you in the past makes you stronger. Take all those learnings and build yourself up. You're progressing. You're getting stronger. Everything that has happened in the past makes you strong. So release those old thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you well, and start to build a new positive thought process and new positive behaviors. Just let go of anything you no longer need. Standing there now on that platform, notice how much lighter you feel, how proud you feel of yourself as you are changing, how grateful you are for everything you've gone through in the past as it's made you this strong today. You're a new person, stronger character, more determined, filled with courage, growing better all the time. No more doubting, no more retreating. There is a place for you in the world right where you choose it. You are you, you're in charge. Your mind knows it, your growing confidence knows it, and you're getting stronger and better and more successful, more happy, more confident all the time. You are making progress every day. So relax and remember that. Relax and remember. And now you've made the decision, you're going to be better, stronger, more confident, full of the happiness that comes from that whole new level of lightness and fulfillment. And all of this is going to happen. It's absolutely certain because you've decided it. You will make it happen and you deserve it. You deserve to be happy, and you can feel your mind expanding, taking control, getting stronger. Every day you'll feel all the bad things receding, and the things about yourself that bothered you before, they won't be so important. You'll let them fade away. No more doubts about yourself or your abilities, no more fears or anxieties, no more troubles overwhelming you. You can face problems. You can solve them because you are strong. And if those old anxieties creep back from the past, you can just let them go. They have no right to bother you, so they won't. You won't allow it, and you'll use your strength and your mind power to just let them go. And as your willpower and your mind grows stronger, so does your confidence. It grows stronger all the time, day by day, hour by hour. Feel that confidence flowing, that good feeling strong, feeling in control, feeling capable. And everything's growing, your determination, your courage, your confidence, everything advancing, everything progressing for you. I want you to use your imagination now to think about a time in the future, maybe next month, maybe next year, but a time when you're living your ideal life, fulfilling your potential. You're now someone who really likes themselves. You're really successful. You've achieved whatever you want to achieve. So just imagine that. But it's really important that you imagine you have achieved it. Someone that's feeling really good. So visualize this already happening. You're there. You've achieved all your goals. You're feeling how you want to feel. So think about this capable, successful, confident version of you. How do you move? What's your tone of voice? How do you stand? How do you feel as this ultimate version of you, this ideal version of you? What situations are you now putting yourself in? What pops into your mind that you might be doing? And now think of an even more confident, ideal version of you, a version 2, even more capable, even happier, feeling even better, standing taller. Really step into this confident self, capable self. Step into them like a new set of clothes and really notice how that feels, how you stand, how other people react to you, how good it feels. Think about situations where everything just happens exactly as you want it to. You handle everything so well, you can overcome any challenges, and you enjoy those challenges as you know it makes you stronger and even more confident. And now if there's a colour associated to this really good feeling of confidence and self-compassion, someone who doesn't let anything stand in their way, if there's a colour, just think about that colour now and think about painting yourself in that colour from the top of your head all the way down to your toes, and then make that colour brighter and brighter and brighter. And notice any feeling in your body that this ideal you feels day to day, really living their life, their ideal life. How does this feel now? And I want you to turn that feeling up as well. Feel it washing all over you, every part of your body, and just turn it up, really increase it. The more and more you have this feeling over your body, it becomes overwhelming. It feels amazing. And you know you can take this feeling with you every day in your day-to-day life, and every time you sleep, every time you dream. Each of these subconscious mind suggestions can grow stronger and stronger. And in a minute, I'm going to count up from 1 to 5, and with each increasing number, you'll become more and more alert, and you'll bring back with you this feeling of calm, and you'll feel like you can do anything, and bring back that feeling of confidence, feeling really good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes, come back to full awareness. This is strange that I can't see anyone. They're just coming out. So that's really strange. But I really hope you found that relaxing. It's always interesting whenever I speak to my clients afterwards about what pops up in their minds. When you just take the time to just stop and focus and relax as well. So you might have had some things pop into your mind in the session. Perhaps you feel a little bit more relaxed now. Perhaps you've released some old thoughts or more aware now of some old thoughts that you no longer need to, so you can start to feel better about yourself. But you can listen back to this anytime. It's always really good, I think, to listen to these sessions in the evening as well, because when you go to bed, the subconscious is really strong and really going to town. So it's great to listen to those positive things. But as well as listening back on here, I've also got free content as well for anxiety, overwhelm on my YouTube channel, Mind Warrior Coaching and Hypnotherapy. I'm going to add some confidence and also ones for sleep as well over the next week. So like and subscribe those, and you can get the free content there as well. And then if you've got any other questions or you're interested in a personalised session as well or package, just reach out on any of the social media platforms, Mind Warrior Coaching on Facebook or Instagram, or my website, which is mindwarrior.co.uk. So, and also if there's any kind of other specific topics that you'd like help with, you can message me also. Maybe I can incorporate that into a later podcast. So I've got a couple of questions before I go as well. Shall as well, yeah. Really lovely to reframe my mind today. It's got a very vibrant pink colour. So that's what I can mention as well. If whatever colour popped up for you, then, you know, in that kind of like confidence part, if a colour pops up like the vibrant pink or whether it's yellow, surround yourself in that colour as well when you want to have a boost of confidence, when you want to feel better, because that's what your mind associates. So that's a little clever trick. And Steve, hi, Steve, thanks for listening. How do you listen back? You can listen back on the Mind Warriors YouTube channel. I think you're on the Facebook group, but if you go to the Mind Warriors YouTube channel, which I will post the link actually in my Facebook group as well, so you've got it there and you can just listen back, and I might be able to upload the video on Facebook also, so I'll make sure I do that. But have a look on my YouTube, Mind Warrior Coaching and Hypnotherapy as well, because I've got some free content on there. I really hope that you found that useful, whoever's tuning in or listening back, and I really appreciate your time, appreciate the comments there as well, but also know that you're not alone. If you do have any mental health struggles, any issues with your mental well-being, have hope that there are ways, techniques, tools to help you, but also keep talking to friends, keep talking to family, or whether it's reaching out on the Mental Health Warriors community, just keep speaking to people. You don't have to be on your own. So I'm going to close the show with the closing video, which I don't think streams on Facebook, so it'll just be me just sitting there. But I'll be back in a fortnight's time with another Mind Warrior Coaching podcast. So thank you, everyone.